What's up, y'all? It's CJ, and we are back for our third video of the weekend, which is Raising Kanan. Now, this was season 1, episode 7, and they called this episode Stay in Your Lane. But before we talk about it, y'all always know, make sure you thumbs up this video and also subscribe to my channel. Those of you who are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure you share, tell a friend to tell a friend so we can all be friends. Y'all know we like friends around here. But this was a very, very good episode. It was very dark. It was very deep. It made me feel some kind of way, but we're going to talk about it. To answer my question from last week, y'all know I was wondering if Scrappy was dead because we know Neek and his crew delivered him to Rock's front door and he was badly beat up, but I did see him moving, so I figured he was alive. And yes, he is alive, minus an eye, but he is still alive. Rock had him, rushed to the hospital and he's gonna live, but he won't have an eye. And I guess that's just a part of the game. I mean, that's the chance you take when you are in that lifestyle. But anyway, we then see Kanan. Kanan introduces Rock to his girlfriend, Davita. And he also uses this opportunity to have Symphony meet them at the restaurant because he wants Rock and Symphony to reconcile. He likes Symphony and he wants his mom to be happy and he wants her and him to get back together. And they do. So then we see Lou. Lou is, we know they're at war at this point. Rock and Neek, they're at war. So Lou goes and pays Neek's right-hand man a visit. He was with his girl. They were in the bedroom. The guy was deep diving, if you know what I mean. And we got Lou who creeps up on him. And he's got like his Tech 9 and he just starts shooting. The girl sees him. She starts screaming. He starts shooting. It didn't hit nothing. I mean, he ain't hit nobody. And it jammed on him. So that gave the guy a chance to get his gun. So he's shooting back. They're having this shootout. And I guess, his clip is emptied. And Lou finally gets the gun unjammed. And he starts shooting. And when he opens the door, he just sees the woman there. She's in the corner naked screaming. And we see the window open. So the guy got out of the window and was running down the street butt naked. Well, he had on a robe, but that robe was just floating. And he was running down the street trying to get away. So he escaped Lou. So he got away. So we see also Marvin and Kanan's gas station operation, which is up and running. And it seems, of course, Rock doesn't know anything about this, and it seems to be going on without a hitch. They got a system going where the customer comes up to a dude, and he looks like he's selling candy on the corner. He gives him money, and the guy gives him a Snickers bar, and then the customer takes the Snickers bar down to the gas station, and once he gives the guy the Snickers bar, they exchange drugs. And so I guess this is a foolproof system that they think will work. So then we got Jukebox. Her and Nicole, they're making plans for Jukebox to accompany her at some, frou-frou ball that her school is having. She says that, her parents are making her go with a guy because they still haven't accepted that she is a lesbian, but she plans on ditching him, and she and Jukebox have worked out a plan where she's gonna bring Jukebox instead. So they also make their relationship official. Jukebox refers to Nicole as her girlfriend, so now they are girlfriend and girlfriend. It was cute. So then we know last week at the showcase, Famous was rapping the lyrics to the song. What is it? Streets Need a Body or Street Life or whatever the name of the song was. I don't remember. But anyway, Kanan, was listening to the lyrics and he was kind of put off because he's like, okay, you are describing some stuff that went down with me. You know, we know Famous isn't about that life, but he was in his feelings about the song. And the song is starting to come back to bite them in the butt, because we know that Davida, you know, she has listened to the lyrics and she is putting 2 and 2 together, because the lyrics coincide with Buck 20's death. Now we know word is that D Wiz killed him, but I think that somehow it's gonna be figured out that Kanan had more to do with this murder than, you know, everybody is saying. So now we see the family, which is Rock, Lou, and Marvin. They're meeting up to talk about how they are still running out of product. You know, it's getting like thin now. I mean, it's stepped on. They're serving stepped on product, and people are going to Neek because they're not giving them the quality product that they once were. And so Lou brings up the fact, yeah, Neek, you know, they even got like a gas station operation going on. And so Marvin was like, what? I ain't hear that. I ain't hear about that. And so now he's kind of like, oh shit, you know, they know about it, but they don't really know that it's really like their own family that's in on this. So then we see Kanan. Kanan goes to the secret cookhouse where he and Marvin are operating out of separately. And, you know, you got 2 of the dope boys there, and they're like saying they done paged, you know, Marvin about 20 times and he ain't answered, and they got to get more product. You know, they got to, you know, they need more product cooked. And so Kanan was like, I'll cook it. And so they were like, nah, you just a little high school kid. You know, you don't know nothing about this. We need your uncle. And so Kanan gets all puffed up in the chest, and he is telling them how he is the one that came up with the whole operation, the candy bar concept and XYZ. So they are convinced, and they allow him to cook the product. But they got this additive that they were calling Ascenda Williams, and they say that this is what is really gonna keep people coming back. I guess it's supposed to get them higher or make them feel better or whatnot. So they let Kanan cook it, and Kanan is supposed to add that to the crack. So then we see Rock. She goes to visit Juliana at the bodega, and Juliana lets her know that she has set up a meeting with Rock and Joaquin, which is her cousin that Rock asked about last week. And so they both kind of come into this really empowering moment. We see a different side of Juliana. We know Juliana's normally very quiet, and she can't say much because her husband whoops her ass at every turn. Every time we see her, she got a new black eye, a new busted lip or whatever. But in this moment, she and Rock kind of share something. She tells Rock, you know, just like you chose me, I chose you. I chose you because you were a woman. You know, you out here making stuff happen. And it, you know, it's good to see, you know, I guess that makes her feel good that in this world that's dominated by men, or where men don't think that women can do things like this, she was happy to see Rock and happy to see all that Rock was doing. And so Rock tells her, you know, look, you have really helped me and I want to help you. So let me know if I can help you. And I think that's code for let me know if I can have your husband killed or whatever, because we know he is a dick and he needs to go. But anyway, we see Daddy Detective Howard. He rolls up on, oh, I forgot to mention, let me backtrack just a little bit. They cooked up the crack at the secret cookhouse, and they decide they're going to give out samples. They're going to give out samples to the local customers in the neighborhood, like the local black, you know, fiends in the neighborhood. They're going to serve them this for free, and they want them to test it. They want them to see how well it is so that they know that they got a good product on their hands. So Kanan gets a sample of it also, and he takes it with him. He meets up with Jukebox, and Jukebox is telling him about the ball that she's going to with Nicole and all of this. And while they're talking, we see Daddy Detective Howard. He rolls up on him, and he doesn't want to be, you know, approached with this crack on him. So he hands it to Jukebox, and she leaves. And that's a very like key moment right there. So Daddy Detective is talking to him, and he's like, you know, why are you bothering me? You know, why do you keep coming to me? And Daddy Detective is like, you know, I'm just trying to check up on you and make sure you all right. He was like, I don't need you to check up on me. I'm good. But of course, we know Kanan doesn't know that this is his father. And even the partner wants to know. Oh, Daddy Detective tells him, you need to ask your mom about me. You know, I guess he's wanting Raquel to spill the beans about him being Kanan's dad. But even his partner wants to know, what's with you and this kid? And so he just tells her, you know, children are our future. I guess he was quoting Whitney Houston's lyrics or whatever. But I don't think she really buying that either. She probably gonna get down to the bottom of it also. So then we see crackheads around the city. They're getting served this stuff, you know, it's free crack out here. So they happy. They taking it, about to take it to their little, you know, trap, their little smokehouse or wherever they go to do what they do. And all of a sudden, we see them smoking it. You know, they have like this moment of euphoria. Like everything is just oh so good to them. And then the next thing you know, they just drop. Like they just dropping like flies, just dying. And so now we know that this Ascenda Williams or whatever this stuff was, it is no good. Especially considering the fact that Kanan was very heavy-handed on the product when he was making it. So he has caused all these people that smoke this stuff to overdose. So they know it's no good. And we got Marvin and Kanan. They're freaking out now because all of these people are dying. They got to get what's left of this stuff. You know, they can't get it off the streets because what's out there is already out there. So all they can do is get rid of what they have, burn it, you know, and never talk of this again. Shut down the whole operation, shut down the gas station, everything. Like, it's got to be done. And nobody can find out about this because if white people start getting their hands on this product and start dying, we're going to get the electric chair, you know. So Marvin is freaking out. Kanan's like, we need to tell my mom. He was like, are you crazy? We cannot tell her because they're going to have 2 more body bags with me and your ass in it if she find out. And we know that's the ultimate betrayal. So they need to just shut up and get rid of what's out there and not speak of this again. But Jukebox and Nicole meet up at this little park, I guess, and they discuss the plan for the ball. Nicole wants to see Jukebox's dress. Jukebox tells her, no, you'll see it, you know, tonight or whatever. And the guy is over selling pretzels and Nicole wants one. So Jukebox offers to buy her one. She goes to buy her one. Oh, and Jukebox makes her a cassette tape and tells her, I want you to listen to this tonight while you're getting ready for the ball or whatever. So she goes off to get the pretzel. And I guess Nicole had a card for Jukebox and she went to slip it into Jukebox's backpack and she found the little vial of crack and she steals it. So we already know what's going to happen to Nicole. My heart dropped when I saw that because I knew, I was like, okay, well, this was Nicole's last episode. I already knew it. But anyway, you know, the meeting between Rock and Joaquin goes very well. He's very impressed by Rock. And we also hear his guy in the back telling Lou that he likes that song that they performed at the the showcase the other day. And he was even like reciting the lyrics. It was funny. But I got a feeling, you know, Rock's going to have a new supplier and it's going to be Joaquin. So now I think she's doing something that hadn't been done. She's now starting to, you know, I guess have black relations with like the Cubans or whatnot. And she won't need the other guy, the black dude, I forgot his name. But anyway, we see Rock and she's back at Symphony's house. They having another sex scene. I think they do it every episode, but they having another sex scene. When they get done, they're all, you know, laying up, and she suggests to him that it's a possibility that she may want, you know, children with him in the future. She doesn't always plan on being in the dope game. Her plan is to hand it over to Lou. She sits back and collects checks. And once she's in that position, she'll be able to, you know, I guess, focus on her own personal family and perhaps have children with Symphony also. So that was a different side of her that we're not used to seeing. Then we see Neek. Neek rolls up on Lou at the diner. Lou was getting him a Reuben or something. Neek rolls up, basically tries to convince Lou to, you know, switch sides, to come work for him. Lou, you know, gives him the impression at first that he was pondering it. He was like, but I just got one problem, you know, I don't work with bitch ass niggas or pussy eaters or something. So that let the dude know, the right hand man know, that it was Lou who came in when he was down there deep diving on old girl, and they tried to kill him. So dude tried to pull his gun out and was trying to shoot him, and Neek stopped him, and they basically now know that Lou is not about to flip on his sister, and so they gotta go to plan B, C, or D, or whatever else they got planned. So then Nicole, it's the night of the ball, they're getting ready. Nicole's date is downstairs. Nicole is not feeling it. Her mom's trying to get her to come downstairs to take pictures. She goes to her drawer. She locks her door. She goes to her drawer, and I guess she was like gonna smoke some weed or something, but she didn't have any more. And so she thinks about it, and she remembers that she had stole that crack from Jukebox. She takes it, puts it in her little bong, fires it up, and dies. So bye-bye Nicole. Nicole is gone. Her mom's knocking on the door because she heard her hit the ground, and she's listening at the same time to the cassette tape that Jukebox had made for her. And it's Jukebox singing. She's singing a song. I don't know what song it is, but she was singing a song. And Nicole is dead, so I don't know how that's gonna go with Jukebox. Jukebox is at the venue across the street waiting, like they agreed, waiting for Nicole. Nicole never shows up, so she's sitting there. She's feeling like she's been ditched. You know, she's looking very disappointed and sad, but she doesn't know that Nicole didn't do it on purpose. Nicole just, you know, managed to, you know, die from smoking the crack that she stole from her. But that was this episode. Very, very good episode. It looks like the rest of the season is going to be very good as well. I'm not disappointed in this show at all. Really good writing, really good casting. But if I left out anything that y'all want to talk about, y'all know, let's do it in the comments below. And I will see some of you all for Housewives of Potomac tonight. And for everybody else, make sure that you enjoy your Labor Day weekend. Be safe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.